positive recommendation for a 10-foot height variance to exceed the allowed 35-foot building height maximum per Schedule A of an area 140 feet by 160 feet on the west side of the building as shown on page 2 of the site plan dated 3/30/14.
Sounds good.
Did you have the,
14?
did you,
It's not 50. Yeah, last year.
did you actually state those at 10 feet? You just said it to exceed?
Yeah, that was 10 feet, 10-foot variance to exceed
Okay.
the allowed
Okay,
35.
I'm sorry, I didn't hear
I would probably actually switch those two parts of the sentence to make it flow a little better, but
that. That's okay.
you get where I was going.
Yeah.
It'll ultimately say what I want in minutes. Who technically made that? I think you started it.
I'll make it.
Now, all in favor?
Okay, now what I would like the board to do is, discuss, recommendations to the zoning board of appeals for conditions of the special use permit. Let's go right to the truck traffic. You have on page 2, general notes, it says truck route 15 trucks per day expected.
Yeah, it should just, it's 15 trucks per day on Route 15, it's, you gotta, it's a little, I might not have.
It says truck route
Truck route
15
15.
trucks per day expected.
Yeah, that, there should have been truck route 15, 15 trucks per day, so I missed the 15, so I can correct that.
What size trucks are we talking about?
Yeah,
Semis.
53-foot trucks.
I don't think the dumps
They
are that
can't
big, but,
do that long.
no, that's a regular, you know.
Box.
And a regular, well,
Okay.
Mike said
Yeah,
semi.
right,
You know, I'm not a trucker.
right, yeah, me either. But,
Me either.
Well, you're talking,
You're talking,
Dump.
yeah, they're gonna be dump trucks.
yeah,
They'll be 42 foot,
yeah.
36 to 42.
I mean, they'll probably come in all different sizes, but the largest would be up in that 40,
They can't put them all over that,
yeah.
long carrying away.
I mean, I guess you could put it in there as a condition was allowable of the DOT, you know.
That
But
was
the
a-
DOT.
That was a comment from Lance was that we should specify the size of the trucks and
Well, not being a truck expert, I
Well,
don't,
they're gonna probably have overweight permits on them anyway. I would think, if you're hauling that kind of stuff.
the zoning board of appeals is gonna be extremely sensitive to this issue right here. So I guess we need to specify, and I knew nothing about the size, you know, I see them out onto like the highway, but, you know, I know like the semi's 53 foot, but as far as hauling, like what, like the grain trucks, which you guys haul down
those
to
are 40
Howitz,
42 trucks.
would that be comparable to what you would be,
Yeah.
would be a
Yeah.
42 foot?
Well,
Yeah,
once you're on the
no,
road,
no,
I mean, what, 40 feet, 50 feet,
Right,
it's a truck.
and it's still gonna
It
make the
really
same
doesn't
amount
make
of
any
noise.
difference, it's gonna be a truck.
Okay, it's just if they can get in and out, okay,
I don't think that
Great
could be
point.
the issue.
good point.
Don't worry about the length.
Yeah,
the
'cause you
size.
have like
It's the number
a
truck.
25-foot dump truck versus a 40-foot trailer.
It still makes
It's
the
still
same
truck,
amount of noise.
still has the
It's
same
got
type of
Same
air
size
brakes.
engine, the whole thing.
Okay.
I think Lance's concern was more over how they were coming in, whether they were on state routes. So if there was sufficient traffic over a long period of time and there was any road deterioration that would be on town to be
They're both
taking
state
care of that, and I
Yeah,
know,
there's
that's
no-
what I'm saying,
there's
that's
no-
why he was
How
gonna
you
do
get out of
that.
that? They're
Yeah,
all state
you
routes.
can't, you
Right.
go, there's
Lance
nothing,
doesn't
they're gonna come
necessarily know
out
that.
390,
Only works for
20, or
someone.
15.
Right, exactly.
Yeah.
They're all truck routes.
So is this board okay with 15 trucks per day?
He has said that some of that would be, not just stuff, not just
Coming in,
stuff coming in, but also
finished products.
finished products that would be
It's both.
shipped out and
That's
then.
right.
total.
That would be
That'd be
total,
Yes.
right.
Ingress, egress, so if you had 10 trucks coming in with product and 5 going out with finished product, that would be your total.
Right.
And hours of operation is very important.
That's a critical one.
Because
We're
there are our homes.
We don't accept anything after 3:30.
So, just to put this in perspective, we just approved.
A recommendation for special use permit, we have
No,
not.
no,
approved
I
site-
might wanna go back to a
Okay.
couple of months ago. What we were just talking about was down there by Fratelli's, the guy putting in a truck garage, he's got
Right.
18 trucks.
Right,
All those trucks are on the road,
right,
whether they're coming down 15, or they're coming in 390.
correct.
You got, other businesses that have trucks.
I guess we're coming back empty.
It doesn't matter. They're still running down the road.
More
People don't
concerned-
care whether they're empty or full.
They still make the
It's the
same
truck.
noise, correct, it's a
It's
volume.
a vehicle, it's a
The volume.
volume.
What I'm more concerned,
No, it's,
the
there
trucks
are,
are sold out.
there are several homes there,
Oh, you
On
understand that, and that's a
15
lot
there.
of problem,
but if they're only coming in between the hours of 7 and 3,
right?
it's less of a nuisance,
Absolutely.
noise, vibration, kids aren't even home from school yet.
Right.
So, nighttime, evening, having dinner, kids in bed,
Right.
if they're not in and out, if they're not permitted to come in and out after 3:30, this is something extremely important.
The thing I'm concerned with more about the noise of the, 'cause a truck going by is much different than a truck slowing down, downshifting,
Correct.
and all of that kind of thing, and that's why I think it's something that, because you do have residences there, you don't wanna be adding that kind of thing to those residences. Now, also, I assume that, all of these trucks, there's different DEC regulations where they'll be covered, so I'm thinking that, is that, true? I don't know, I'm not an expert on that. But I
Product
see that-
coming in is, it's a DOT requirement.
To cover it.
They're covered.
They gotta be, yeah,
Okay.
If it's
That's
not
critical.
covered, the
Okay.
driver, or
Yeah.
the CDL, his CDL is in jeopardy.
'Cause
And I say this from experience as a Monroe County Sheriff's Deputy, if it's not covered, he gets a
It's
ticket.
not.
Okay, good,
Yeah.
cause that is critical for the dust office.
Yeah.
As far as the noise of the trucks, I mean, think about it, most of them are gonna be coming in, if I understand what he was saying, probably from the light East Avon. So the amount of speed they're gonna get between there and
Not
the,
much.
is not hardly at all. So your noise is gonna be not huge by that standard. There's not gonna be a lot of, slowing down braking.
Hours of operation or hours and days of operation?
Everything, all the both.
Whatever the board wants to recommend.
I've heard hours, that's why I'm asking. You were saying you were concerned about residences, are you saying that you want to put a restriction on days a week?
Well, first of all, let's, on hours, 3:30, you're good with hours, hour of 3:30.
Our hours of operation are well known as 7:30 to 3:30 for shipping and receiving of any.
Okay.
If someone should come to the door at 3:25 or whatever, and that happens sometimes with deliveries, the weather delays and or whatever, we'll quickly unload them, but we don't ship anything out after 3:30.
Okay. So then 7 to 3:30.
Is our hours of operation for shipping and receiving.
I should say,
That would be,
trucking or
that'd be
trucking
hours for trucking,
That's what I'm asking.
yes. Focusing on the trucking right now. And, days, as far as you plan on having.
Shipping and receiving is Monday through Friday.
Okay, and that would be, so if we have that restriction, I think that's reasonable. And that is the total number of trucks, 15 in and out, so. We already have something in our code about idling trucks. There's something about idling.
Trust me, the DEC will be happily
Okay.
sitting right off of 15, watching how long those are
We do
idling.
not have a noise ordinance now.
So does the DEC has some guidelines on that?
DOT should have guidelines on that because idling a diesel truck is against the law.
Okay.
You can't let them run for more than 5 minutes without shutting them down. I believe it's 5 minutes. I could be wrong on the time, but it's not a lot of time.
We'll double check that.
I think he's correct, I think it's
Yeah.
pretty much written
It
exactly
is.
the same way.
Okay, yeah, you're familiar with that. The height, the raising of the height of, the additional height, I understand that's critical, you wanna dump inside. And I think that's great, that keeps down dust, noise, and everything. However, you plan on dumping outside too.
Dumping wood outside.
You're not gonna dump any, you don't have any, you don't wanna dump any piles outside, right?
That's another condition, no storage of raw, don't say raw, recycled materials outside. So that's something else we can recommend to the zoning board of appeals, is the only thing that can be stored outside is
Finished product, isn't it?
No pre-material
Okay.
can be stored outside.
So I'm just wondering, if, things get backed up inside, your truck comes in, you feel like you're not gonna wanna dump it outside at any point in time,
You
right?
have to handle it twice then, which is inefficient.
Okay, that's good, cause that would be another concern, with dust and noise. Very loud, heavy, rocky material and chunks of countertops or whatever coming out of the truck, that would be very loud outside.
How about parking? We know there's employee parking and there's spaces set aside there, will there be any trucks? I don't know what the haul distance, you said it was within a 500-mile radius?
Well, we do have in-house trucks, box truck, pickup trucks and stuff like that. They'll be parked on site.
Okay,
But no,
You
I
don't
don't
plan
own
on-
any semis. I don't plan on
right,
buying any semis in the near future, so.
and I could see, alright, so that shouldn't be an issue, yes.
All further.
I'm just thinking of, someone comes in with a load and there are maximum numbers of hours of driving, so they would have to
Oh, park the truck and,
park the truck and hang out for X number of hours.
They'll park over across the road, right behind
Very
it,
nice
Sugar
shirt.
Creek.
Yeah, so
That's
it's
where
fun to see where.
That's
Where everybody else says,
Yeah,
in idle.
that's a big truck stop. So, right now, for a quick review, 15 trucks max per day, Monday through Friday. Hours of operation 7 to 3:30. No storage of material outside.
No dumping. or
No
storage of
dumping
material
or storage of
outside.
material outside.
Right.
Only thing that can be stored outside is finished product.
I would change it a little bit, hours of shipping and receiving.
That's what you said so far. You
Yes.
only said hours of shipping and receiving,
You
7:30
said
to
operation.
3:30.
Sorry, that's right.
Yeah,
Right,
no,
thanks.
that's a good point.
Yeah.
Good point.
You can start rewriting this over here, just because it's getting messy. And I make sure we're all on the same page. You said 7:30 to 3:30?
Seven to 3:30.
You said 7:30, okay, 7:30.
For truck,
I said trucking shipping hours 7 to 3:30.
Mike, did you say 7 or 7:30?
7:30 to 3:30.
Seven.
I thought I heard seven.
No, 7:30 to 3:30 is, that's how we operate now.
my fault.
The shop opens at 7, but shipping and receiving doesn't start until 7:30.
Okay.
So
15 trucks per day.
here's a question. Does that mean you got a trucker that trucks overnight? He arrives at 5 o'clock in the morning. Does this mean he's precluded from driving in that driveway until 7:30? And parking his truck and sleeping for 2.5 hours?
I would say yes, because that truck is driving past a residence out there slowing down and.
Okay. I just to
So they make.
make sure that needs to, the gates need to be closed or whatever.
Where the management issue comes in, well, there won't be anybody there that's gonna be able to pick the product up anyways.
No, I'm just saying, the
Maybe-
way trucks drive,
No,
they go overnight all the time.
Right, sure,
So they're gonna have to park in the Sugar Creek
Yeah.
parking lot,
right.
okay, which is illegal too, but we don't have anything to say about that.
We don't, because it's not an approved truck stop, but all the truckers have
I'm just
maps.
bringing
Yeah, I was gonna say, and yet
You know
they're on the
what?
maps.
Guess
I'm
what,
just
all,
bringing that up.
all the truckers have maps of truck stops, and guess what's on the map?
Just thought I'd bring it up.
That's a good point, I think.
It is a good point.
Yeah, it is a good.
It's,
You know,
it
And
makes
here,
it makes this pointless what
Dude.
we're trying to do.
Right, exactly.
well, no, it doesn't make it pointless, because
Oh.
if it gets to the point where he exceeds that threshold, then we shut him down.
It very rarely happens that we show up at 7 o'clock and there's been somebody there for 2 hours.
I'm just saying, I just know
I
how,
mean, it can
I know how
happen.
that works.
No, I know it can happen. You know, the thing is, you know what? First thing out of the box, that could be the thing that happens. First thing.
Well, trust me, we'll hear about it if it does.
I'm sure we will. I'm sure we will.
be the first
And
one.
maybe-
Something
maybe
you
the-
can inform your drivers.
Well, that's
So
the
the
other
only-
thing too, I mean,
the
if we
only-
have a policy, and that policy needs to be, you know,
You could deal with that, because the only way into that place is if you have gates on that driveway that only open up at 7:30 in the morning, and you close them at night, that would keep, I mean, so all your personnel would come in off of Route 20, but if your trucks are only coming in off of 15, you can close the gate there.
That would be a good idea.
As long as you have a conversation with the fire marshal and the fire department about that.
I don't know, I'm
Yeah.
just bringing that
well,
up.
no, actually, I mean, that was brought up already.
Yeah, we
that
discussed that
If we,
at the
if we
beginning.
keep the gates, we gotta make sure that, there's.
The fire
If they're not
department-
spots or
So,
something.
and I doubt that at this point in time that is the case, but one of the
I-
first
I
things we
just-
wanna do is make sure that
I don't know whether that helps the
Takes place.
situation.
I don't want a truck in there, but I do want a fire truck.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, I think
If those were
if it
listed,
happens, if you get early hour truck traffic, the code's gonna hear about it, and we'll have to address it at that. Yes, a gate would, but
I'll hear about it.
Tony would really like me.
I'll hear about it, repeatedly.
But you can't have a gate because the fire is.
You can if you put a Knox box on it, so that they have a master key and they get in whenever they need to. It's just an extra thing that will.
That's good.
Maybe it's not an issue.
It could be.
That could be used as leverage if we need to do.
Mike, what do you think?
I think if a gate is a possibility, then that be something that could be added to the site plan.
Something your board can maybe.
Well, it's already there. The gates are already existing.
There is a gate there, yeah.
Yeah, at both ends.
Yeah.
At the back, not all the way out.
Yeah.
You know,
Well,
at the back of the building.
it's about, the gate is about 100 feet from Route 15.
Right.
You come down the
Yeah,
driveway.
But that's what he's saying,
There's
they
the
could,
trucks
they
are
could
there, they
pull
can
in,
idle,
sit
yeah.
in front of the gate and wait.
But unfortunately, that's the issue, is the home's right on 15 there.
Right.
So the truck's still gonna be coming in, that's the problem.
There is a gate there, on both
And the
ends.
gate needs to be
Yeah.
closer to
Obviously,
the
if
road.
you get a whole bunch of calls, he's probably gonna go do that on his own, because he's not gonna want us calling
Right.
his check.
Could have be specific on how we're gonna control that.
Maybe it's a non-issue.
No,
I'm
that's a
just
good
trying to
point.
protect
Well,
the
it's
No, that's a
in
good
the-
point.
local.
That's a good point, because we're very sensitive to the noise of trucks coming in on Route 15, to the existing homes that are there, exactly, exactly. There's a handful of,
How does Great Metal deal with their gates and the fire department?
Don't know, different fire department.
I've never seen them close.
Okay.
I didn't know they had them.
What's this?
There's other facilities
But
with
bear in
gates,
mind,
I have to believe that
the
there's
homes
some
on Route
method.
15 are zoned general business, not residential.
There's really not much I agree about.
They're all pre-existing.
We're only talking, you know.
Well, but still, it's an impact. We need to be extremely sensitive to the people that are gonna be impacted, and having, the nice thing of ours operation are 7 to 3:30, that's what he's agreed to, the applicant, and so the noise levels are down, and hopefully, and nothing on, like, the weekends. Most of, if there are kids there or people at home, they won't be in bed, they will be awake hopefully. So, but it is an issue, it's something we need to be extremely sensitive to.
And the weekends, there's nothing, so that's a good thing there.
Yep. So we got hours of operation, trucking, number of trucks,
We have that?
nothing, nothing dumped or stored outside except for
Finished product.
finished product. I guess a concern of the boards would be expansion of this facility. And that's, I would say right now, I don't know how to put this into a condition of a special use permit. They have to, if they wanted to add on, of course, that would, trigger a site plan review or issuance of a building permit, but I think somehow we have to basically say, this is it, there's no expansion of the building. I don't know exactly how to word that.
Of the building or within the
But
building?
they have
Of the
room
building.
in the building.
There's a lot of room in
Within the
there.
building,
Yeah,
fine.
they can go all in there. and
I'm just
out.
saying,
So I wanna make sure.
the exterior,
Right.
the footprint of this cannot change.
Sure.
You can't have any exterior expansion.